everyone, this is Brutal Truth, and today we visit Carlsbad. Or what's left of it anyway. The Carlsbad Gap is easily one of the most recognizable obstacles in all of skateboarding history. Located at a high school in San Diego County, California, at first glance you might ask what makes this gap so special. And in comparison to some other popular skate spots, it doesn't even seem all that big. But like many other things in skateboarding, it is the tiny details that make this patch of grass and sidewalk into a place of legendary proportions. First off, there is a small wall at the bottom of the gap, which can play on a skater's mind, causing somewhat of an optical illusion.
The only thing that makes Carlsbad pretty gnarly compared to like the other main gaps in skateboarding, like the Gons or like Wallenberg or the Triple Set, is that wall at the bottom. Because it looks like the gap comes up to meet you.
The closer you get to the handrail, the taller the gap got, and the closer you got to the wall, the smaller it got. It wasn't much, but it was enough to where you feel the difference when you hit the ground.
Secondly, there is a substantial crack in the run-up to the gap, making it difficult to compensate for that loss of speed. And it doesn't help matters that it's located just a few feet from where you take off.
And there's a big crack. It's far enough ahead, but if you're pushing, you gotta know that it's there and know what you're getting into and then just do it.
And if those two things weren't bad enough, the landing is also tilted at an uphill incline, causing an immediate loss of speed upon impact.
You hop over this crack, and then you go flying off, and sure enough, there's the uphill curved landing with a crack at the bottom too.
It's sort of an uphill landing. No one really knows that, but it's like an uphill landing.
When you land, it just slides out. And that's another hard thing. You land so hard, you gotta stay straight. As soon as you lean back a little bit, one way or the other, it just starts sliding.
I've seen people ollie it and land perfect and just whoa.
All of these factors combined provided an incredibly challenging gap for skateboarders, and it wasn't long before skaters from all over the world were showing up to try and be the first to land a new trick down it. Skaters literally declared war upon this gap, and although they did win in the end, the first few initial battles would go to Carlsbad, as it racked up quite a reputation for dishing out injury after injury to even some of the greats of the skateboarding world.
I think that's an evil gap. I think it's got a little mean streak to it.
And then came along Jeremy Ray.
The Carlsbad used to be like this real ominous figure, in a sense almost, because it was like no one did anything down it except for the sheer basics. And then Jeremy kind of broke that door with his secondhand smoke park. Before that, it was just a few simple tricks, and he just opened up the doors for everybody. And then after that, it's become like a place where you can go and try like a harder trick that maybe you didn't think was once possible. I mean, he blew the doors right off.
Frontside 360 for the time was really out of control. Just on the strength that it was just like a man's frontside 360. Jeremy Ray's like the only man that's ever 360s things, you know.
All of J Ray's stuff is just so gnarly.
I watched right there as he backside heel flipped that thing and landed. Made it through the uphill landing, curved around.
Upon seeing that these high caliber tricks could routinely be done down this gap, Jeremy had forever raised the bar of what was expected from skaters when visiting Carlsbad, and they did not let us down.
Josh Casper used to go there and he would just skate it like a normal gap, like even when he's not filming, just do tricks down it. I even went there and I skated it with him one day, and he did a 360 flip down it that day, just threw it out there. He ended up doing a heel flip over the rail too, like over the rail and over the gap. I hadn't seen anyone skate it like that before, so that was pretty cool.
Chris Cole switch frontside heel flip. You guys got that? That like came out of nowhere, you know?
Brandon did that switch hard flip, man. It was like when he was pushing up to it, it looked like he might have caught something, you know what I mean? And then he was just like, screw it. And wow. Some tight shit.
From those early days of its discovery right on through to the 2000s, the Carlsbad Gap would become a staple in the video parts of skaters such as Eric Ellington, Andrew Reynolds, and Chris Cole. Even a few competitions would be held over this gap, and for years, YouTube video after YouTube video would be uploaded of the absolute insanity done down this gap, both the good and the bad.
Oh! Oh, God! Holy shit! Oh!
But then on February 23rd of 2012, Carlsbad would be destroyed. A spot where thousands of skaters have sacrificed countless hours of blood, sweat, and tears to entertain their fans, all taken away from us in just a few minutes. And to everyone else out there, it was just a little sidewalk and some stairs. But for action sports athletes all across the world, it was a place of pure legend. A place where so much progression has occurred. A place of history within our culture. And a place where skaters traveled to just so they could say, I kickflipped over the same gap that Andrew Reynolds did. The boss himself once walked up these same stairs I'm standing on. And what could be more special than that? From now on, younger skaters will never have the opportunity to have that experience. And it is our job to ensure that Carlsbad remains ingrained in our culture and that its story be told for generations to come. For that is the beauty of skateboarding, the ability to take any ordinary spot that everyone else would walk right by and think nothing of every day and turn it into something incredible, even if only a few others out there will understand it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications because there's plenty more to come. And if you have any suggestions for anything you would like to see in the future, be sure to leave those in the comments. As always, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.
That type of obstacle is so rare these days because everything is so illegal and it gets just like attacked and destroyed and like it's gone before like 3 magazine issues, you know.
It's really up to the kids now that are watching the videos. People are really paying close attention to everything that everyone's doing. And it's really up to them if it's as important as it used to be.
There's more stuff to be done down that thing. I'd like to go back. It's not over. The session will go on.